YouTube. There we are. Hello, Facebook Live. Today I like the lighting here because it's a different place. Anyway, let me just share this. Okay, all right. Let me just share this and then we can begin. I hope you are doing the work for yesterday. I'm so excited about 2024. I'm so excited about what is going to happen to us in 2024. All right, so I hope you are doing the work. For the people who haven't watched this day, we are on day 2. Tomorrow is the last day. And if you haven't watched this, please go back to day 1. The videos will be, until I decide to remove them. Let me just create the life you want. Hello, please. This is for free, right? But if you know someone who can also benefit from this, please do share on your timeline so that anyone who feels like this is what they need to hear today, let it be. Okay, kasatimana ka information. All right, I am going to tag people on the group, then go live on Instagram. And I have some exciting news. Let me do one thing at the time. They say women can multitask, but hey, sometimes. All right. So I'm now live on YouTube. I'm live on Facebook. I'm live on Instagram. So if you see me looking there, just know that I am looking at the people, the screen that I am looking at. My name is Malebo Oljonzindi. For those of you who don't know me, I am a life coach, a holistic life coach, an energy healer, and also an award-winning author. What I do for a living, I do a lot of things. I think I also need to introduce myself as a business person. I am also the founder of Ignite Thrive. Some of you know Ignite Thrive because you have been part of it. You came for coaching. It's my coaching practice that is now running for 9 years. And then I do have Buntlehela Media. I think Buntlehela Media is a company that I started in 2017. And recently I've started a clothing brand called Male Optimum. So here on Instagram, please go to Male Optimum, Male like male and then Optimum. And even here on Facebook, and yes, you can go and follow Male Optimum. I've got some new brand, style. Style again. So the exciting news is that I have 2 of my books. My spirit says to me that I need to put these 2 books on sale. So I'm reading my book as a reader, not a person who actually has written the book. And today I am running a sale of this book. From today, I'll tell you until when. But from today, I'm running a sale on these 2 books. It's 200 and then it's 220. But I am going to take out 70 Rand from it so that you can pay for the courier, right? So if you get these 2 books, it's 350. Okay. So we are on day, I'm seeing a lot of so. We are on day 2. For those of you who are following this channel, we are on day 2 of in 2024 I am. So I want you to write there and tell me who are you in 2024, especially for the people who have listened and watched the recording for yesterday or watched the live for yesterday. In 2024 I am. Me, I believe in 2024, I am God. I know it's going to boil a lot of controversy. People thinking, "Oh, now you think that you God?" No, if you have watched what we did yesterday, I said the Spirit of God that rose Jesus from the dead lives inside of us. So inside of me, or my body, is housing the Spirit of God. So I am that which I say I am. Who are you? And let me know there in the comments on Facebook, on YouTube, and Instagram. Who are you? So today we're talking about you of little faith. This is also a biblical verse, and don't mind me. People are be like, "Who are you? Are you a Christian? Are you?" I am. I am. Why do you want to know that? I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Gogo, I'm a whatever. I am. In 2024, I am. So most of my teachings, or some of my teaching, not most, but some of my teachings, I will be referring to the Bible. And maybe for this session, for this 3 days session, I'll be referring to the Bible. So if you don't believe in the Bible, or you are not a Christian, don't be offended. Please, guys, let's take down the spirit of offense. Let's take down the spirit of offense. People are always offended by traditional healers, us. Or nobody new age. They're always offended by everything. Let us take down the spirit of offense. All right, so today we're talking about you of little faith. Yesterday I was talking about that words create the energy of your I am. So if you are entering 2024 with words that you have been speaking over your life in 2023, 2020, whatever, your life is going to be the same. So if you decide that my words are spirit, and my body is housing the Spirit of the Lord, that, everything that I speak, it's as if in the beginning when God said, let there be. All right. So today we're talking about faith. Now, the Bible also says that faith cometh by hearing. That is the reason why I wanted us to start with words. The things that you have been hearing about yourself, the things that you have been hearing about South Africa, the things that you have been hearing about anything really, is the truth of who you are. You hear them and you believe them is the truth of who you are. Because in life, you don't get that which you think you want or you wish for. And what is a wish? A wish is people who are going fasting. They are fasting. Oh God, I declare over my life marriage. I declare over my life finances. But they have wounds of money that are getting them in debts, that are getting them into having jobs that are not fulfilling them, and they end up, just dishing out money. Whatever it is, that which you believe in, even if you can fast for 40 days and 40 nights, my gal, you are not going to find that which you wish for, but you are going to get what you believe in. So here is the amazing truth. I always say this, and this actually motivates me. My husband, most of you know that my husband is from Zimbabwe. So, I have to go to Zimbabwe. And the very first time I actually went to Zimbabwe was because I was sent as Makoti there. And what puzzled me when we got to Zimbabwe is that Zimbabwe doesn't have a formal, or I don't know what to call it, a formal currency. I don't know what to call it. But, in South Africa, if I go to Dubai, I will exchange a rand to a dirham, right? That is the currency of Dubai. But in Zimbabwe, there is no currency. And when we went there, we went to some burbs there, Brodel or something like that. It's very, very nice. The top people are staying in that suburb. And while I was there, actually, somebody mentioned that, in Zimbabwe, we don't have car finance. And I'm like, excuse me, what? And the reason why I was so surprised is because I was seeing Range Rovers. I was seeing cars that we are writing, guys. We are writing these cars on our vision boards and all these things. People in Zimbabwe have these cars, and they are living in a country that does not have a currency. Actually, last year when we went there was a new currency, and they can wake up because Zimbabwe, our currency is Malebu, and Malebu is 1 to 1 to $1, and that's it, But most of the time they are using a US dollar. And you can imagine, I just want you, after this, you must go and actually change your salary, what you are earning every month, change it to a US dollar. You will see that, hey, sometimes we are not earning Some people are earning 1.5 US dollars and, all of that. But in Zimbabwe, guys, there is no currency. In Zimbabwe, people have been telling us that the things or how the world looks like in Zimbabwe is not good. Guys on Facebook, can you hear me? Can you all hear me everywhere where I'm speaking? Please let me know, because today it's like people are so quiet. They are listening attentively. Yeah? So in Zimbabwe, there is no currency, but there are people who have more money than you. You in this lifetime right now in South Africa, some of you are in South Africa and you don't have the amount of money that people in Zimbabwe, in a country that the economy and all these things that we are told it's happening. There are people who have more money than you. I mean, I was talking to Nkosi's teacher in crash about crashes and all that, and she told me that there is this lady in Zimbabwe who opened a top-notch crash. And I'm like, it's not even the top-notch crash that, thank you, Granny. Okay, thank you, Kulisa. The top-notch crash that they are talking about is not even in South Africa. So you see, when you keep on hearing words that the economy is not working right in South Africa, when you keep on hearing that marriages are not working, the more you keep on listening to that, the more you believe and the more it becomes your reality. So there are people in Zimbabwe who are experiencing like they don't have food, nothing, life is not good for them. And at the same time, there are people who are also experiencing abundance. They have everything. They don't need anything, like they've got money and they are driving cars that you and I really, God, please give me this car. They're already driving those cars because you have to vehemently deny the things that you hear outside of yourself. You have to say no to them. You have to say, no, I don't believe that marriage doesn't work. I don't believe that the economy is as it is. Yes, it can be. It can be the truth. Maybe people went to school. Of course, we are not discrediting them. They went to school. They studied. Or the system says the economy must be this and that and that and that. But I refuse to be a victim of the economy. I refuse to be a victim of relationships. I refuse. By doing what? You refuse. You don't only refuse by words, but you refuse by believing. You refuse by believing. So here we are in South Africa, our economy is not like bad or whatever, really depending on what you believe in. There are people who are millionaires. There are people who are not going to work. There are people who are just living their lives. They travel to Cape Town, they come back, they go to Durban, they come back. And in the same country, there are people who are like, oh, I cannot even find a job. So everything is according to what you believe. That go to church, guys. Like, because I like helping people. And they go to church, they're so devoted. Like these brothers and sisters, they are not fornicating. Yeah. But suddenly they look warm, bomalebo, whatever. Huh? They are so dedicated to church. They're giving their life to Christ and everything. But bahlopheha, hluphi. They are struggling financially. They are struggling. Even some are struggling health-wise or anything. But it's not about you dedicating your life to Christ or not. It's about what you believe in. You can still dedicate your life to Christ and believe that, oh my goodness, there's so much corruption in South Africa and I cannot get a job. That's what you're going to get in your life. You don't get the things that you are wishing for. There was a lady who came to me. We were doing a program, I think about 2 years ago. And in this program, I think it was Reset Your Life or something like that. And this lady started healing. My programs are all about healing. Really, if you don't know what I'm doing, I help people heal their past traumas and pain, because sometimes it's because of our past trauma that we believe wrong about ourselves. So when we did that, it was a month program. When we did that, the lady came back and said, I am headhunted. At the time, she was headhunted by 6 companies. At the same time, there were people who were like, there are no jobs in South Africa, or in order for you to get a job, you need to have connections and all that. I know a lot of people, but not even once have I been connected to a job and a job, to a business and everything. I believe that my energy, the Spirit of God that is inside of me, that woke Jesus from the dead, this Spirit is going to get into an office and tell people at the Department of Education that there is a lady who's coming from Lutlagan, the village in Lutlagan, who wrote 4 books and still writing the 5th one. This lady, you need to take her books to the world. That's how I do it. Literally, guys. Even how I got this being told that the Department of Education and the MEC's office in Mafikeng, I don't live in Mafikeng. I am from there, but I'm not living there. So I got a phone call, I still remember, from the king. And then he was telling me that, are you interested? Because I know that you have books and the MEC wants to do this and that. Are you interested? Now, this is a person who I didn't even know he had my number, but because my numbers are always on Facebook, I didn't know that, he's always looking at my post. But at the time when the opportunity came, he remembered, oh, because when I do things, I'm not doing them because I'm expecting somebody to do favors for me. I am expecting myself to do my favors, right? How do I do that? By believing right, by speaking right about my books. If you read my books, guys, if you read this, your life will never be the same again. I promise you. And actually, if you come into near, this lady was asking me interestedly that, how do you heal people? You don't have some muti, something that people can drink so that they can. I said, Jesus, when Jesus healed that person, go Nukenya, go Kai Kai, yeah? That river who was there for many, many years, Jesus just said, ML. That's how I do it. I don't give you muti. Yes, sometimes if my spirit says I must pray for you, I'll pray for you. But listen, when I heal a person, I don't need to give them something physical so that I know that they are healed. I know what I am doing, right? So I work with the spirit, I work with the emotions, things that are unseen. And because I believe in the work that I do, and I believe in myself, and I believe in the God that I serve, right? Things as it's supposed to be. So the result of 2024, when now you are in December in 2024 and you want to go back to reflect to what have I achieved in 2024? It's based on the power of your I am. If you activate that power, then you will be able to, say, born, I bought. And some of the things are not even material things. Some of the things is just you having to heal your heart. Some of the things are you having to heal your mind. I remember there was a time in my life when I had so much mind, whatever, and I would say, shut up. Like my mind was so busy, like, I would be like, shut up. But when I ticked off some of the years ago, when I ticked off that my mind has rested, those things are going to go the way you, or the power of or the states, the vibration of your I am, your frequency. So here is how life is, right? It looks at your power of I am, which is made up of a whole lot of things, but we're not going to be able to talk about everything in these 3 days. So this I am is your words, is your belief, and whatever that we're going to talk about tomorrow. And it position you to where exactly where your vibration is. So the I am is the energy. When you are tuning the radio or FM, Power FM, whatever, that is the frequency where you are positioned. So there is absolutely no way that you can go to, you can say 99.2, is it Power FM or whatever. And then when you get to that frequency, then you get, no, actually it's not Power FM, it's actually Motsweding FM. There's absolutely no way. So this is how the power of your I am does to you. Everything, everything that you believe, that you say, that you embody is actually the power of your I am. So if you believe that men are not faithful, o tlo tla rasa mo social media ntse re mena what thina we don't experience that. I get it. It's you who believe that. And when you believe that, it's going to be the truth for you. Everything that you believe is going to flow with the power of your I am. So if you believe men are not faithful, you are going to get a man who's not faithful so that they match the level of your vibration and state your truth. Okay? So if you believe that you can have everything, your level of vibration, the power of your I am, the spirit of truth that is within you will align you with that truth and you will get everything. Here are other things that people, and I always get this, people will be like, you are so beautiful, you have a nice body, but hey, you also have brains and all that. The people that have a nice body, that are beautiful, they had listened to other people saying, when you are nice, when you are beautiful, you cannot be anything. And then they believed that, right? And then they became. I decided that me in my life, I'm not going to come into this lifetime and not do anything. I'm going to help people. I'm going to help people become, and this is the reason why I am here with you today. So whatever that you believe in is the truth of who you are. Yesterday, I shared a story that before I became this person, guys, I didn't have anything. Like, yeah, I didn't have nothing at all in me, right? I didn't have a book. I didn't have anything. I actually come from a place where people were saying, John can you play with that child? That child is dangerous. That's how people were saying. Don't do that. People, wrote me off. I didn't have to go and say, hello, hi. I have changed. Hello, I have changed. Hello, my name is Malebo. I've changed. No, I didn't. I had to change what I believe about myself. That's all. And today, I am the very same person. But when I go home, it's different than the time when I believed what they were saying to me. So sometimes, again, you have to close your ears to what people have been taught, have been teaching you about yourself. You have to close your ears to what people are saying about business. You have to close your ears about what people are saying and ask the spirit of truth, the light that is within you, that what exactly do you believe about love? I don't think that, guys, God can create. I don't believe that. That is why I made a conscious decision. And maybe that is why people don't get which religion and all that. That there are some things that I don't believe about God. This is me. I'm not saying everybody must come with me. I'm studying a religion. No, there are some things that are written in the Bible that I'm like, no, this is not God. And I had to dive deep within and ask myself and ask the spirit of light that is within me, what is my truth? My truth is that there is no separation between me and God. God, don't leave me. Don't forget. God will never leave me, because that spirit that is living, that wakes me up, because I don't wake myself up. That wakes me up in the morning. I mean, if I was waking myself up, every one of us will be alive, because there are people who passed away through while they were sleeping. If it was my power, then yes, I would wake up. So I ask the spirit, I connect to that spirit, and I ask, is this my truth? No, if it's not my truth, it's not my truth. And it can be Ali's truth, it can be Nompumelalo's truth, it can be anybody's truth, but maybe for me, it's not my truth, and that's okay. So today, I need you to go back and check, what do I believe in? What exactly do I believe? The first thing, many people are quick to say, I believe in God, but they don't believe in themselves. Separation consciousness. For as long as you believe God is there and you are there, so that is the first problem that you're going to have. Because even Jesus himself said, if you remain in me, me and God are one. If you remain in me, I in you, everything that you ask, you will be given. So today you have to go back and say, do I really believe in myself? Do I really believe that I can sustain a healthy, happy marriage? Do I believe that I can be good in finances? I can have money. Do I honestly believe that I am a good employee? Do I believe that, what do I believe about God? What do I believe about the world around me? What do I believe about other people who have a different perspective in life about all that I believe in? What do I believe? Do I have to attack them? Hey, but what's another? Do I have to attack them? And most importantly, what do I spend my time doing? I said this, guys. The media, it knows that if they keep you watching the TB Joshua passed away. He passed away. That person did whatever that they did, they passed away. Where now you still want to traumatize yourself with what he did to other people. And the worst part, those people were not even related to you. And your life is still in shambles, by the way. Your life is still in shambles. You are here commenting about other people's lives, that your P Daddy does what mama does. What about your life? What do you spend most of your time doing? And you will find out that the things that you spend most of your time doing are those things that you truly believe in, and those are the things that your energy, you have been consumed by it. So you want money, but you are busy talking about Botidi B. Joshua. How is that going to give you money? How is it going to give you money? Yeah, you can say, yeah, because we want to know about false prophets. You know how you're going to know about false prophets? You are going to ask this God inside. You are going to ask this God inside of you, because there's a God inside of you who will tell you, I am in a certain group, and God is telling me, I went there in that group, because ke rata dilo. Ebe ke kena mo groupung. God is saying to me, you are not supposed to be here. I can feel it. I can feel it clearly. You don't have to have another prophet to tell you that your life is where it is because of what you have to connect with that God. So I need us today to go back, to check that which we spend our time doing, and change it. If it's something that you were doing in your spare time, or I don't have anything to do, and then change it. The year is going to be the same if you are doing the same thing. So if you want to have money, have you ever checked ways in which you can have money, in which you can generate an income? So that 50 minutes and 50 hours that you are spending on TB Joshua, direct that energy to what you want. Because the more now you are watching things that are fearful. I used to do that, guys. But believe you me, I used to do that. I've done that. I used to watch videos of Oprah. They were saying that Oprah, blah, 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 she has sold her soul, whatever. I used to go on YouTube. I would even have nightmares because my mind was full of nonsense, full of hogwash. Huh? So if you can direct that energy, I know it's interesting. Is TB Joshua. Let me tell you, at the end of the month, your salary is going to be the same if you are doing that. But if you can shift and say, you know what, I like to do makeup. And I see that Coach Malebo likes makeup, but she cannot do her makeup. Look at me, huh? How about I offer this service to her and say, if you want to go live and you have a session, can I do this with you? Some people are good in photography. They have cameras, good cameras, and you come to me and then you like, oh, not even me only. I mean, I'm just making an example. And you're like, can I do, now I have to use 3 devices for me to go live on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. But you are there with your skills. You are directing it to TB Joshua. Leave that man alone. Leave the dead alone. I get the dead must be dead. What. Leave them and focus on empowering yourself. If you shift your energy to the things that you want, I promise you. I told you that my business in 2020, this is when the pandemic started. A lot of people lost their jobs. They lost, it was loss. That time, that is when my business went up. And I'm not talking about 1 month up. I'm talking about all my two. By that time, I had 2 businesses. All my 2 businesses were skyrocketing, huh? From 4-figure income, 5, 6, we are going to 7, 8, whatever number. We are going there. You know why? Because I spent most of my life doing what I believe in, or what I believe would empower me, would bring a better outcome. I'm not going to be a victim of a year. Oh, 2024, life was happening. No. We are tired of that. We are tired of that. In 2024, we are redirecting our energies to the things that we want. So if you want to lose weight, this is the time. This is the time to focus. You're not going to focus on people who are saying losing weight is hard. There are so many people on Instagram that I follow that, are very fit. And I'm like, girl, girl, hey, these are people that we need to focus on so that they give us inspiration. But even if they give us inspiration, we also have to do the work, right? So go and take away your energy from things that are not growing you and shift it to the things that are going to make you a lot of income. I use social media to create awareness of my business. Most of my clients, I don't know them. They know me from Instagram. They know me from wherever, that is how my focus is there. When people are saying, Facebook is not good, it's a very ratchet. Majority of my clients are coming from that wretchedness, from the kimonna, because I believe that everybody is the same, whether you're on Instagram or whatever. We are the same. It's just that the difference is what we believe about those people. So let us go, guys. This is day 2. Yeah, today we didn't take long. So this is day 2, you of little faith. And then the reason why I said you of little faith is this thing. You are working on your weight, you are working on your business, you are working on whatever, and then you are seeing that things are not going right. Then you are shifting, you are going to another, until that business work, until that weight goes off, until you go consistently in what you believe, until these things work. You hear what I'm saying? I said I opened my first business in 2015, where I had sometimes I will be having like 5,000 inyana in the account, and then we go down, and now I can even say, if I want a car, I can go and show them, but to guys, my business is doing well, so they can debit from my business account. That is what I want you to do. From 2015, it only skyrocketed in 2020, 5 years later. So the things that you are planting now, you don't plant today and you expect everything to be there, right? You don't expect like, oh, I plant maize today. Yeah, why is this maize not? You are planting, and you are setting the tone from today in 2024 until the day you pass away, that this is what I am going to focus on, and this is my truth. All right, you're going to check on what you believe in, what you spend most of your time doing, what you spend again, yesterday we spoke about words. What are you saying? It's very important, because when you are hearing them, when you are hearing these words, what are people saying around you? Now, guys, I decided to cut off people in my life. Cut. Huh? We didn't even know each other. Because I am in a different energy. And if somebody they haven't gotten that awakening, I can't force them to get the awakening. So I have to in my life. I remember I once spoke about this, that in 2015 I told my friends that I'm not going to go to Chisanyama. Hey, that's what you're going to get. But I needed to focus, and Chisanyama and the energy that was not there was not helping me with anything that I said I wanted, right? So if you have to lay off some people, do that. If you have to cut them off, cut them off. If you have to, change a city, do that. But you are not going to become a victim of 2024. All right. So we good? We good? All right. Thank you, Busisiwe. Thank you, Ali and Queen and Kuli. So thank you very much, guys. On the 3rd of if you can understand the power of your tongue, you will. Oh, thank you, Nokwanda. Listen, on the 3rd of Feb 2024, I am hosting, this is the third time I'm hosting Connect and Heal session. Now, this time around, it's no longer only me. God said to me, the God in me said, collaborate. It's time for you to collaborate. So I called my sisters, Batabile Moreki, who is a franchise. Basically, she's doing amazing work there. She will be helping us with healing of the mind. As entrepreneurs, we must stop. The reason I even asked her to come is because I feel like as Black people, we like to start small businesses. We're not getting tired. Guys, it's time for us to start the checkers, Pick and Pay, like about 10 clients a month. We must not even, So we have Batabile. If you have a business, this is going to be very beneficial for you. I know we all have families, we have relatives who, some of them are really, really in pain. They are very, very toxic. We are even thinking of cutting them off. As I was talking to you right now, that cut people off. We have Coach Tabi, who is very passionate about helping families redeem their purpose and wealth, but they have to go through the process of healing through their DNA, right? So she's going to take us through that. Solo as well, as a person who has went through a divorce, she's going to be taking us through how you get yourself together after a divorce. And if you have had a heartbreak, a relationship that almost killed you, you want to be there. And I, Mel B, I work with spirit, I work with emotions. If you have been diagnosed of any mental health issues, or you have other things that you don't even know if they can be diagnosed, I am here for you. We will be healing our minds, our bodies, and our spirit. I am expecting to see you on the 3rd. And in April, the last weekend of April, we go into Mozambique. This is a ladies' retreat that I host every year. This year, we are going to Mozambique. Next year, we are going somewhere else. So don't be left out. I love you. Remember, I said these 2 books for people who came late. These 2 books are on sale, and I will tell you when my spirit says it's okay. So these 2 books are on sale. It's Trapped is 200 and this one is 220, but when you get 2 of them is 350. All right, excluding Korea. And I will also post on my social media platforms. I love you guys. Please remember to share this. Tell your friend to tell their friends that we are doing a 3-day thing here that's going to change their lives. And voila, love you. Goodbye.